You know, a long time ago we started using the phrase canine martial arts, especially applied to our pro sports style trained dogs. And a lot of people ask a lot of times, what does that mean exactly? So let me just give you a little brief explanation of why we use the term, and then we'll show you an example of how effective I think it can be. You know, in the guard dog business, it's a little different than a police officer or military law enforcement, in that, as some of you heard me say before, when a police officer needs to send his dog to apprehend somebody, once that dog apprehends them, there's a whole squad of police officers with vests and mace and guns and everything it takes to assure that they stay in one piece, hopefully, and that the perp is arrested. Same with the military situation. In the guard dog industry that I was from, I put my dogs out on a location. You know, at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and I don't see them till 5 o'clock the next morning. And someone breaks in there at midnight. You know, my dogs are responsible for keeping that person immobilized until 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And let's face it, it's a human. It's supposed to be smarter than a dog. So the style of training that I developed in the guard dog business is sort of what we're talking about when I talk about canine martial arts. And coincidentally, that same style of training is needed in an executive or a personal protection dog, because let's face it, if you have to use your dog, if someone breaks into your house in a home invasion, you're there. You don't have a squad of armed officers behind you to back you up when that dog stops that man. So personal protection dogs they kind of, I believe, should be trained through the canine martial arts system that it takes. So what does that mean? Well, in the first place, it's a whole body type of attack. The second thing is it's teaching a dog not to get hit. We had one of our Western Shepherd pups, sister. You've seen her in that carjacking video that we had. She was out here the other day, and she just gave us such a perfect example of how we teach a dog to strike, and also a little decoy lesson that we're going to include in this. One of the things, the foundations of the whole deal is, when we teach canine martial arts, we want a dog that's going to go at them with his mouth, but also we want their front feet up, and so if a person's squared off facing them, then the feet should hit them in the gut about the same time the mouth takes a chunk of their rest, whatever's left. That's if they're going high. So Sister did this perfectly with Stan, and you can see him go to the ground. Well, he went to the ground because he acted just like someone would act on the street. He faced the dog frontally, and as she came at him, he threw up his arm to protect himself, and bam! Yeah, she did. She got him right in the male jewels there. And so he's rolling on the ground, and we're laughing like the dickens. But it's a great chance to look at what a decoy A should not do and what a dog should do. Sister struck perfectly. She timed everything. Her feet made contact with his body just an instant before her mouth took charge of his body. That is a skill we teach dogs. I'm guessing if you look at a lot of stuff on the internet, you'll see these dogs going up and biting people in the protection training. Rarely will you see their feet out there banging the man's body before the dog makes the bite. So that's what we mean by canine martial art. Now, a decoy tip. One of the other things I've noticed everybody does, they think, well, I got a suit, dog can't hurt me, I might as well. And they'll, hold up their left arm, and they'll go, when the dog bites it, they'll go, tock, 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 tock. And they think that's decoy work. Well, if a dog is going high center mass, like Sister does in this video, and planting their feet forward, well, you saw what happened to Stan, because Stan stood full frontal, just like all these people who are doing their decoy work do today. They all stand there and give their dog his target, and that's that's what they're looking for in their sport. That's great. But if you want a dog on the street that can protect you and literally stop any man in his tracks, you want a dog that's trained with proper technique. That means feet strike, then mouth takes. So that's the first clue. The second thing you want is in your training, you need a decoy who understands how dogs fight, and then can give them the opportunities to express those and practice those skills. No different than if you're sending your kid to karate class, or maybe you're taking boxing lessons. You know, first you hone your skills, you hit those bags, you learn that left cross and jab, then you get in the ring and you try it out. So that's how we start our dogs at Cappel Canine for all our future protection dogs. But I hope you enjoyed this little quick information. Talk to you next time. Go to your dog, go to your dog. Out.
Out. Oh my God! I'm making that move, bro. I'm making. Did you see it? Oh! Did you see what happened?
No, I was too busy making sure I got him.